I finally made it to Queenstown. I've dreamed about this place since I was like 12. Quite cold, but it's beautiful. After 24 hours seeing nothing but airports and planes, I was more than happy to just walk to the city. And I absolutely understood why it's so easy to fall in love with New Zealand, because the landscape is just incredible. I stayed the night on a budget-friendly hostel, and the next day morning I took a bus to the East Coast straight on my volunteering mission. So it's my first day volunteering in New Zealand. I got a job. Now I have to take a chainsaw and cut these branches on this tree right here. After getting some work done in the morning, I had a little lunch and then decided to take a bike for a little ride. There was actually so much to explore. I headed to a beach with sea lions and seals. They look like they are dead, but they are just chilling on the sunlight. Anyway, the next day morning I was back in my routine feeding chickens on the garden, and I was getting psyched for the weekend. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Queenstown. Yesterday we only rode the smaller line, and now we are here earlier in the day, so we still have some sunlight. We are riding the hips, just a slightly bigger line. The jumps are so awesome. I'm actually riding a big bike. I'm more used to the BMX bikes, but it just feels good. Let's go. I just made it back to the East Coast, to Dunedin. I'm gonna work a little bit more, do some more volunteering, and then the plan is to rent a car probably and explore, because there is plenty of fun stuff to do around. For another 2 weeks I was volunteering at this little farm, doing things like rebuilding chicken cages and cutting branches. Working in exchange for accommodation and food kept my budget low, and it was fun at the same time. I usually worked only 4 hours a day and then headed out explore something cool. I absolutely enjoyed going on afternoon bike trips around the area, and I even tried kayaking in the harbor for a couple of times. But probably my favorite highlight was spotting a seal one day in the morning on an empty tunnel beach, which is a cool little hidden beach that you have to access through a tunnel. So the beach is beautiful, and it's like 5 degrees, but still I'm just walking barefoot on the sand, which feels pretty nice. So it was a nice little hike. Actually, I'm a little bit rushing because the sun is going down and I want to see one more place. So just grabbed a little snack for the road and let's go. So right now I'm at Nugget Point. This is a place I really wanted to see, so I was running the whole way from the car parking to get here with a little bit of sunlight. and it's right behind me, and I made it. Actually, I heard from friends that this place can get pretty crowded, but here is absolutely nobody, so it was probably a good idea to go here all the way in the evening. It's just magnificent. So on the way back to the car, I found a little hidden trail and I took it, so I'm now all the way above this lighthouse, and yeah, it's just even better.
Going back down was a little bit sketchy. That was the end for this little day trip, but another one was just around the corner.
I'm doing another road trip, and I got good news and I got some bad news. The good news is obviously that I'm road tripping in New Zealand, which is awesome, and the bad news is that I got pretty sick last night and I had to go to the hospital and get antibiotics for 10 days. So I'm taking it very easy, just staying in the car, enjoying the views. I made it to the beautiful Wanaka Lake, which was only like an hour drive, but I was super tired. I even had to stop and have like a nap for an hour. The plan is just to go to a hostel, sleep as much as possible, get rest, and let's see where I can get tomorrow. So it's the second day of this road trip and I slept like 12 hours, so I'm feeling a lot better. The antibiotics are working and I'm going all the way to the Mount Cook. I just did a beautiful picnic right here at this scenic spot. The mountain behind me is Mount Cook, so I made it. And I'm so stoked that I could see it, but unfortunately I don't have time to go anywhere more further because I have to return my car at 4. So basically I just have to go now straight back to the rental, otherwise I won't be able to make it. And I'm so stoked that I could see it, even though I was pretty sick 2 days ago.
I made it back to Queenstown, and that was the end for this trip, and almost the end of my stay in New Zealand as well. I still managed to do the touristy Milford Sound cruise, which was honestly pretty worth it, and then I headed off to Australia. Stay tuned, the next episode will be Japan.